Good afternoon. Today we're gonna cook some Mexican food. Our menu today is gonna be some guacamole for you to do. This is how it looks, the guacamole just before to be prepared. Also, we're gonna have some Mexican dish named tinga. Tinga. It could be missing about the great Mexican corn tortilla, which is made with this, which is a masa instantánea de maíz, instant corn masa flour. So actually you can find this as well at tortillas. With all this now, let's go to work. It's previously washed. Then we're just start by chopping this tomatoes. Interrupted, and then I just make some chops because it's gonna take like long to do the same for each. All the tomato with this with the guacamole. We're gonna cut it like this. I'm gonna just open it. As you see, in order to have a good guacamole, it's you have to be really careful into choosing to pick up from the supermarket. It has to look like this, so it's small parts of green, and then but it's pretty mature. So we use a spoon in order to put all the avocados content. We take it back. We're gonna put this just not do it now because it's gonna be it's regular green chili. It's plainly used in Mexico and some Asian countries, India, and pieces, because it's just a matter of just flavor, not the chili. It's gonna be more than enough. Perfect. I'm just gonna use a quarter. It also has to be chopped very. So if it's not really thin, then the onion is more than enough. You chop it as well. Very thin. There you go. If I just end it like this, it's not gonna taste good. Of course, the most important part and difficult one is now, which is the salt, the amount of salt that we're gonna add, and also the lime. So this is just it's just salt, but it's not the thin one; it's the grain one. So then with some lime, in order to have an idea. The guacamole.
Now, how much salt do you usually put in?
Oh, I think that's the tricky part because it's just like as much as you want and you like. I'm just using, let's say, just a bunch, just like the size, like the regular size of your hand. And then we just start mixing all the ingredients together.
Before the salt, you put in the salt yet?
Yeah, exactly. Regular guacamole. I'm not using any special, just a spoon, because avocado is too soft. So this is what you like to avoid, to have big bunches of. And then we're gonna. I don't know. Let's have Ahorita fans opinion. This is the end of one of the dishes today. The other one, which is also one of the most common things that you can have in Mexico, is the Mexican sauce. We're gonna use 3 tomatoes, 1 garlic. What to do is to remove this. In Mexico, we have going to do is just to put small pieces of tomato like this. We're gonna chop it into 4. And we're gonna put it not with any oil. We're just gonna put it in.
It should be at high heat.
Yeah, I mean at the beginning it's gonna be a high heat.
So do you peel off the outside then, or?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, because I mean most of the time the onion, the cover of the onion is not so clean, so we're gonna add the chili there. We're gonna fry. Exactly.
So you don't chop them up like you do for the guacamole?
Not yet, because first of all you have to have it
cooked.
Exactly.
And then how many cloves or olives do you use?
I think that for this kind of salsa, this amount, we're gonna just one.
Ah, parsley.
Exactly.
And then how long do you cook this for?
It has to be soft.
So keep cooking until the tomato is tender.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this doesn't burn the pan?
No.
I've tried cooking before without using oil. And it didn't turn out too well.
It did, yeah, I can imagine. So, this is actually the cheapest thing that you can have ever in Mexico. But then if you can find a chili here, it's like, well, expensive. So again, for that, I'm just gonna add just like this. So maybe a bit more. Crunch it, right? So you are actually just
Right.
So actually, you see, it's like really soft. So you can actually just do it like this, because the other thing is that you don't want to be all mixed. So why not the blender? Because you don't want everything to be perfectly joined. You want to have maybe some this kind of shape. And see, I didn't add any water at all.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
it's just a tomato. Tomato is amazing. It's an amazing thing. It's like 80% water. And then, so now we're gonna make tortillas. Tortillas. So this is actually pretty simple. It's just need water, salt, and harina, no? La masa, to make the masa. So it's you're just gonna use a bit more of maseca than water. So here it's just like we're going to add like it's more than enough. I mean, at the end you have to do it with your hand, but for this first procedure it's better just to do it with a spoon. So now is the time when I can just use my hand.
And you wash those hands, right?
Yeah, of course, that's for sure. All the time. All the time. All the time. And so,
What kind of pan is this?
it's just a tefal. It's a
Oh, so it's like a regular pan?
it's a regular pan, but it's like
flat.
Yeah, it's kind of flat. So most of the things were produced was actually these.
Right.
I mean, in order to make this flatter, you make it from the corn, and there are several ways of doing the tortillas. The most traditional one is, of course, you just use your hands. So you just take a small piece of this, and you start it. After many times of doing like this, then you have a super hot pan, and you just let it go down. It's very important. The pan it's really hot. So if not, then your tortilla is gonna look like broken in some sides, so it's actually not gonna be a good one. So it has to be very hot, and then you will know that it's cooked when the corners start changing color.
Do you know how to make churros?
There you go. Look, it looks amazing.
Do you know how to make churros?
Wait, what?
Churros.
Churros. Oh yeah, I don't know how to make them, but okay, there you go. That's a tortilla.
Bueno.
Go ahead, try it. You're gonna like it.
I'm gonna try this.
So, in order to make the tinga, we're gonna prepare the tinga. You're just gonna need tomato, onion, and garlic, and chipotle. Chipotle? It's chiles chipotles. If you don't like spicy, you cannot add it. Just keep the chipotle, and it's gonna taste really good. But I would definitely recommend add at least a bit in order to get this flavor.
Tomato.
Chopped tomato, onions. We're gonna use a clove of garlic. Yeah, but we're just gonna put it in the oil and then remove it.
So what is it exactly?
This is just like the same of this, but once that it's just like a smashed tomato, and a fried tomato. So
Right,
it's just puree. Beat the temperature.
Any kind of special oil?
No, it's just regular oil. You can use actually olive oil, and there's no problem. In Mexico, we usually use the
Sunflower.
yeah, exactly, sunflower. We're gonna have the onion, and the garlic. And then we're gonna start adding the chicken, which is just chicken breast. It's just boiled chicken breast.
So these are
This is
just you
breast.
boil it beforehand, right?
Yeah, just boiled breast.
And water?
Exactly, just boil in water, and then the water, the broth that is created there, it's the one you are going to use also to add it here to this dish. Mix everything here. Actually, just.
And how long do you cook it for?
It's gonna be low heat. We're gonna leave it like about 20 minutes maybe. And then we add some tomato. It's fried tomato.
And how much do you add in?
Doesn't matter that much the amount. I think that for the two breasts, maybe 150 grams. It's just a matter of the shape and I mean, at the end, the dish has to look like I will show you at the end, but it's when you're mixing it all together it has to be like all wet. So exactly.
I had turned the recording for that.
Exactly, it's a happy ending. So, yeah. We have salt, and we have fresh pepper, some part. So you just see, it looks like in some parts it's missing tomato, like juice. So that's when you maybe just add a bit more. Exactly.
It's amazing.
Now, here comes the secret. The secret is the chile chipotle. This is good. This is actually good.
For that too.
Exactly. So, there we go. So this is the spicy. You choose the broth. Actually, we have to add the broth to this dish yet. Exactly. So you put just some water in the microwave. So you put just some water in the microwave. If you need some chicken broth, this is very common. Actually, if you want just to make a soup broth for dinner, you can add some of this, water, and pasta. That's it. So we're just gonna use it like this. And this is just broth. So how do we know how much? I think it's just a matter of when you put it like this, it has to be all covered. So as you can see now, it's actually looking good. Just to complement our food, we are just going to have frijoles refritos, which is smashed beans, black beans. So it's just a can. You can find it in the Corte Inglés. And it's pretty simple. You just open it and you put all the content in some proper say Tupperware for microwaving, exactly. And that's it. You just put a cover again for a couple of minutes. Exactly. So
as a chef, you get first try.
Okay, so I'm lucky for it. So I just gonna start by taking oh, I missed that so much. I think actually the first time that I'm having this here. But you actually, I mean, skipping all the formalities. Just gonna put this. Maybe, no, I think that just has to be. My God.
How's it?
It's so amazing. I'm amazed by myself. Okay, so this is it for the Mexican food right now. It's actually you can have this all together, or maybe you just want one day to have guacamole or just beans or just salsa. Just you can combine everything as you want and as you like. So I hope you enjoyed and to get to know a bit more of the Mexican food for this video. Thank you. I love it.
La noche anduve rondando tu jacarito a ver si te podía ver por algún agujerito. Todita la noche anduve rondando